Thanks for everybody coming back. Everybody out there. It's another episode with Let's Talk with the Morel Brothers. Craig's not here for a reason. Shout out to my little brother. He's a little under the weather. We love you. Get well. Last week or 2 weeks ago, we wasn't here because Craig and Reen uh, was had the episode, and me and Timon was not here, but we disagree with what they had to say. Tonight's topic is very simple. We're talking about Craig being, a little antisocial, and just because he could do something doesn't mean it's right, especially when family's involved. Uh, and sometimes presence is something that you need. If you know what I'm talking about, Timon, especially when you're out with family and you got to respect that time that you have to spend with the people that you love, because you're not always there. Because we work, and I don't get to see the people that I love every day. So with that being said, we're about to go ahead and let Craig know how we truly feel about him and the episode that he had.
So I have been gone for quite a few weeks, uh, but I'm here. Uh, it's not that I've been gone because I'm absent, because I'm present with the family. I've just been gone because I've been doing my thing. Uh, as Don say about a few weeks ago, we had an episode where Craig and Rena episode where we had some disagreements. And the beautiful thing about disagreements is, and family is, you could disagree and still love. Because I'm not mad at my brother as far as angry, but I was disappointed.
Facts.
I was very
I
disappointed.
was disappointed also.
Because he did spoke about the episode, and we had a family adventure. That's what I want to call it because
Yeah, because we don't spend a lot of time together. We're not always. I work 60 some hours a week sometimes. Timon work at home, but he's always busy because he always have something he got to get done. Somebody's emailing him, somebody's calling him. He got a family. He got to take care of his son. He got the wife. Uh, I'm not. I don't have a family and stuff like that. But I still have things that I have to get done, obligations. I got to be at work at crack of dawn and 12-hour days, and I always got people calling me. My cell phone is like my business phone. So when I have time that I could be with the people that I want to be, it's very important to me. And I'm not saying that Craig did something wrong, but going back to presence is we came there together. You didn't do anything wrong.
but I
You
think
didn't break any rules. But your presence needed to be there.
yeah, and like and to piggyback on what Don said is so we went somewhere and we had a table
Yep.
and Craig decided that he didn't want to sit at the table with the family. And that it kind of grind my gear that day.
It did.
And the reason it grind my gear is because I believe if we are here as a family, we're one unit.
Facts.
Um, can I afford to go by myself? Yeah. But it's not about the affordability, but it's about the camaraderie and us being as one.
Facts.
And I felt the kind of way because I was like, if we come out as a family and we want to be one, how could you separate yourself from the family? Um, and like I said, we have a limited bit of time in this world. Time is one of the things that's the most important thing to human being. Money is you could make it back. You could lose money and make it back. But time, anytime time is lost, it's lost.
It is.
You cannot replace time because
It
time
is.
is one of those things where once it's gone, it's gone. It's irreplaceable. So it's one of the most valuable commodities we have as human beings. So when I decide to spend time with my family and you decide that uh, you're too important to spend that time with me, I feel a kind of way.
I do. And like Craig don't understand the impact, right? I, his intent may not be to make us feel some type of way or you know what I'm saying.
It might
But
be malicious.
yes, it wasn't malicious in any way, but the impact that he had, it was on the whole group.
Yes, because it was a moment, and we lost that moment because you wasn't in that
He
moment.
wasn't in that moment.
Yes.
My nephew was there. My nephew had his first moment where he could flirt with somebody. And I'm not in 16. He's a young man. He's getting into his own. And you miss that moment. You miss that moment.
Absolutely.
So the impact is the impact.
Yes, because
It's,
like once again, like
it's
we'll go
no
back.
intent, it's impact.
Yes, and then once again, like I said, time. Um, I think as you get older, you realize how important time is. Um, I've been gone for quite a few weeks, and I know that they've been shooting without me.
Facts.
Which is okay. I'm not upset or I'm not uh I don't feel a kind of way. But also the reason why they've been shooting without me is because of the time. I need that time to do something else. Uh Today I made a special effort to be here. And I am gonna make an even more special effort to try to be here every other week to spend time with my other brothers because every time I spend with my brothers, it's one of those times that's irreplaceable to me. I saw you know, yes, we are on social media. Saw a social media post the other day
Mm-hmm.
of one of our friends, and he said, "I lost my brother," and it was one of those reminder pictures. He said, "I lost my brother, and you guys came and we didn't replace him, but we took the place and became his brothers." And it was 10 years ago. And I
Mm.
was like, Jesus Christ, time flies.
Time do flies. I remember that post.
Time
Time do
flies.
fly.
And it made me reflect because there was so many other things I was going to say in this episode because I made notes. And then I was like, I was going to be harsh.
Right.
But then come back and I was like, I don't need to be harsh. I got to treat this moment with with love
Right.
and understanding.
Facts. Facts.
I'm older than my brothers, and I was gonna say that I am not the oldest, but I'm older.
Right.
And one of the things as kids growing up is that we had our mom gave us this little speech also. She was like, "Hey,
I made notes too, so you see I'm reading my
yeah,
phone. I got little bullet notes and I'm kind of deviating from it because this is more natural. And I hate to cut you off, but one of the things that Craig needs to understand is freedom does not cancel family. Just
absolutely."
because you're free to do something
Doesn't mean you have to.
doesn't mean you have to.
Because no, oh, mom made this tone once. She said, you
And I'm
guys are,
being real, man.
yeah.
I
She
want
said you guys
to.
are
I'm
a
sorry,
circle.
Timon. I'm not. I
All
hate to
right.
cut you off, but freedom does not cancel family because family is the foundation. Family is what builds you. Again, going back, we came from a different country,
Yeah.
so it was very hard the transition. And I remember those days when I was a young man and my grandparents was very progressive. So we had something. I'm not going to elaborate, but I remember climbing those mango trees with my brother. It
And the
was
guava
me
tree.
in the guava tree,
Yeah.
right? And now we're older. Freedom does not cancel family
And
because we were always together. So
yeah.
when it's time to be together, you have to be there.
No,
And
because
for everybody that's out there, I hate to go on this long monologue,
go ahead.
but for everybody's out there that have a brother and that has a sister, do not cancel them because you're free. Because you're free to do this or you're free to do that. Or you're free to go here, you're free to go there. When it's time for family, it's time for family. Because that's your backbone. And without the backbone, can you walk?
Absolutely. And I'm gonna go back to what we talked about. Our mom used to always give us this speech which said, "You guys are a circle, and you cannot tell where a circle begins or where a circle ends." And I felt like that day we wasn't complete.
No, we wasn't. The
Um,
chain wasn't complete.
because we could tell where our circle, we could tell that our circle where it began, but we could also say, well, we were
We were
not
one.
jointed.
Correct.
We were not
And
jointed.
like even with my brother in Grenada, older brother Ron, even though he's miles and miles away, we're still connected.
Absolutely.
I
And
feel like we're still joined
I'm
together.
I'm gonna piggyback on that.
Facts.
That's where I was going because I was gonna say, like, listen, he talked about our brother in Grenada.
Yep.
He's the older brother, and
Facts.
then me and Craig and Don and Reem. And even though my brother does not control my life because I'm an adult, but when we were marching, and he said, "Hey, this is our marching orders," we marched
Yeah,
together.
man. Because we got not hierarchy or nothing in those words. It's just
Yeah, we marched
we
together.
have that family structure that
Yeah.
was built from since we were boys.
Yes. It
Right?
doesn't mean I can't tell him, "Hey, you're wrong." Oh, Don can say, "Hey, Timon, I disagree with what
No,
that
we all
is."
grown men. And we
We're,
have
we're,
freedom.
we,
Again, freedom doesn't
yeah, we're
cancel
adults.
family.
But at the same time, we go back to, we have it's funny because we don't realize that we take instructions from society. It might not be directly. Sometimes we don't look at how we're structured, but we look to society for how we live our lives, and um, sometimes we don't. Like for example, we have a dad. He might tell me, "Son,
Dad.
you have to do this, 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 and this." But until my dad, and God bless his soul, I don't want to bury my dad.
Simone, you
Um,
talking cryptic, man. But
no,
go
no,
ahead and
no,
finish your
no,
thought.
no.
All right.
But until that day, he is the leader of my family.
Facts.
He might not lead my household, but he's the leader of my family.
So that means when
And
we go out, I don't sit at the bar.
correct. I sit with my family
Facts.
because my family is at that moment the most important thing at that moment because
Facts.
life is about moments. You don't go to somebody's funeral and say,
Come on, you talking cryptic.
"Yeah, I am," because
You
I
talking
am
foolish,
I am
man.
very serious about
Okay,
things
okay,
like
go
that.
ahead.
You don't go to a funeral and be like, "I remember." No, you remember the moments you had with somebody.
Right. Give me my flowers now.
Correct.
Facts.
Give me my flowers now while we in the moment, because when that moment is past, I don't want to go back and be like, "Well, if I have done that, it would have been different."
Yep. Yep.
Because like I said, I had made notes to be very harsh today because I was upset
I
at
didn't
my
make
brother.
notes. I said, Craig. So I got a couple of little notes that I was gonna like have the topic going and like run with it. But this is so much better because it's authentic. So I had stuff like you didn't break the rules. You broke the vibe, right? You completely broke the vibe. You broke like we coming in as a family. I'm feeling good. I'm hanging with the fam, and now this dude is sitting over the bar entertaining somebody else. What's the vibe, my boy? What did you come in here for? So I had other ones too. Like I had. Hold on. Let's keep going. Um, I had. Yeah, bro, you were wrong. Not because you sat at a bar, but because you chose to leave us at the table.
And it's funny because listen.
I mean, I had a couple of things just written down.
So
and I'm like,
down dry because I watched
yeah.
I watched the episode and
So I mean,
somebody
it
said
was.
something
I made little bullet points
about
in my phone, so that's why I was looking down, guys, because I had little things in there, and I really wanted to hit him with those, but me and Timon is having a real authentic conversation right now, and it feels better. So
because
again, let's talk with the Morel brothers. It's not scripted. We tell it from the heart. So
yeah.
but
Because
sometimes you got to write.
I did see some of the comments and somebody said something about him being a sociopath. And I was like, man, I know my brother is not a sociopath.
He's
And the
not.
person
He's
said,
not.
once you can accept he is who he is. And I was like, I know I've known him before when he was in like a baby.
Right. Facts.
And I watched him grow into a man. And he's a great man.
That is.
And so I
That
know
is.
he's
So
not a
don't get it twisted.
sociopath.
Don't get it twisted.
And I'm not listen, I understand your that person that responded, I understand where they were coming from because that's how I felt at the moment. But then I had time to reflect. And I was like, I'm not going to be harsh. I want to treat him with love
Facts.
because I want him to know that.
But you should when you treat somebody with love, I ain't trying to cut you off again. I've been cutting you off this whole podcast. Is you gotta give them the truth.
Yes.
Truth is love.
Yes.
So keep going, Timon. I'm sorry,
because
man. I
no, and that's okay. Because I didn't want to treat him with harshness. I want to treat him with love to let him know, like, listen, you hurt my feelings.
Facts.
Because it was one of those moments where we were supposed to have a moment as a family, and I felt like the family moment was gone.
It was the vibe, like I said, like what is that?
It's in your notes, but that's the part that like, I think I was so upset about. It wasn't that I was mad at my brother.
You didn't. I'm gonna keep going like DJ Screw. I'm gonna flip it back. When it's good, play it twice. When it's good, play it twice. You didn't break a rule. You broke the vibe.
Yeah.
You broke the family. But you broke the whole day.
Yeah, because it was and thing is, it was,
wait, and then little Timon just getting into football.
Yep.
He just getting into women. We watching the game. He checking out the little girls at the little spot we at. And I ain't gonna give y'all no you know what I'm saying?
No advertisement.
No advertisement and no marketing because that's you ain't paying me. But we was at this spot. My little nephew looking at and he looking at the game, calling plays. You missed that moment.
Yeah.
He coming into his own because again.
Well, not only that, we had our other nephew there. And he was like, I think he's old enough to have a drink.
Yes, we finally
having a drink with my nephew. And I'm not advocating for drinking, but I was like, oh man, that's a cool moment.
Come on. We from Grenada, folks, we America. Let me tell you something. We drink rum. We drink rum. So his first time getting a drink, hey.
Yeah, so it was one of those things. It wasn't it's like once again.
We drink rum. To my weight, man, we drink rum.
Dude,
we drink rum.
We do. But and once again,
we drink
rum.
We drink rum. Okay.
But it was about the moment. And I think so if you don't get anything from this podcast, what I want you to understand is family is most important and memories are even more important when you're with your family.
Fact.
Because you don't know how many moments you have.
Because you could always reflect on the good ones.
Money is replaceable.
Easy work.
time isn't.
Time isn't. You'll never get that time back.
And
You will never experience my nephew looking at her little, ooh.
yeah,
You will never see my nephew calling to play.
yeah.
You miss
So
that. You will
so
never sit back and have that scotch. You miss that.
yeah. So it's not about. So once again, um, I can
Yeah.
say is let's talk with the Morel brothers. We went
We
20.
ain't gonna keep roasting him, man.
Yeah,
We
because
love
we
you,
love him.
Craig.
Yeah, we
We
love him.
love you, man.
And
We
he's
want
not
you to
what.
sit there with us. We want you to understand when we go out, it's not about you. It's not about me. It's not about Timon.
No,
It's not about
it's
Reem.
about
It's
us.
about us.
Circle.
The circle. And
Yeah,
once a circle has a fucking break, excuse me, we're gonna have to edit that. Then everybody go astray.
absolutely. So, thank you.
Peace out.
Listen.